Chuba, I'm glad I caught you. I'm glad we're meeting like this because you had a career game, perfect time to chat, 114 yards on the ground. You had what, like 55 through the air, a touchdown, plus a very impressive win on the road against the Raiders. How many bags of ketchup chips did you eat to celebrate?
You know me, you know me. Just one little small bag. I'm running out. My mom always brings me some when she visits, but she hasn't been in a while, so I'm waiting on her to come back.
She didn't get to be at that game.
No, unfortunately, no.
I'm sure she was up and screaming and jumping up and down on the couch. It was so fun. I want to read you some numbers, Chuba. Among running backs last week, you were first in yards after the catch, second in rush yards after contact, and you were tied for fourth in missed tackles for us. How are you so good at squeezing the most out of what you're given?
To be honest, obviously, just been blessed with a great O line. Great receivers and tight ends blocking for me. Great scheme as well. But I run with a passion. I love this game of football, so every time I'm on the field, I try to give it my all, and whether that's fighting for an extra couple of yards or blocking a little longer, it's just the way I play the game.
You're a coach's dream, I'm sure, a defensive situations nightmare. My producer, Tiara, found some really fun things about you in helping me get ready for this little chat that we're having. Ketchup chips too. But you won a gold medal, true or false, in the long jump in 2011 at Hershey's Track and Field Games, and you were rewarded in chocolate. Is that true?
Yeah, so my first time coming to America was when I was 9 for the 100 meter, and I got bronze there. And then I came back when I was like 11 years old for the long jump and won. And yeah, they give you like big, like 5 pound chocolate bar and stuff like that. So uh, I like chocolate, but not as much as ketchup chips, I guess you could say.
And then you had a coach, Jim Skitsko, I believe, and he gave you, I don't understand. Why would he give you sacks of potatoes for every touchdown you scored? I don't understand.
Honestly, he's Ukrainian and my mom's Ukrainian. So to like make a certain type of like pierogi, he would like, yeah, to
Now
make
you're
a certain
speaking my language. You know, I'm Polish. I know how to make pierogi.
yeah, so my he would give my mom a bunch of pierogies and stuff, and I was like, shoot, do what you want with it. But my mom makes good pierogies, I'm not gonna lie.
What kind of pierogi are your favorite? What filling?
Honestly, it's not really a traditional, but cottage cheese.
Okay,
It's
I
like
like those.
with
Yeah,
some dill in there and stuff. It's pretty good.
cottage cheese and dill. That I've never had, but I've definitely had the Ruskia ones, which are half cheese, half potato.
Yeah, those ones are like
They
the
slap.
most common. Yeah, the favorite ones. We eat those all the time too.
You like the sweet ones? Sometimes blueberries or strawberries, any of those?
I'm not gonna
They're
lie,
kind
I'm
of
not a
weak.
big fan of those. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah, okay. Canales, I didn't think we'd be talking about pierogi. That's very exciting to me. Canales should probably motivate you with food also. It sounds like you're a food motivated guy.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I guess you could say.
How does Coach Dave motivate this team? I met him. I took a real liking to him. He's a good man. Like he's somebody who commands. Like, I look at his eyes and I'm like, okay, I understand. How does he motivate this team?
No, he's definitely a great man. One thing about him is he's genuine in everything he does, and that's something I can respect. Obviously, everybody does these things for different reasons, but one thing I've learned with him is that he's true to what he says and how he acts. So he shows up every day with energy. It never varies whether it's a good day or a bad day or however you want to put it. He's the same guy every day, and that's something I can respect. So, so far I've only got good things to say, to be honest.
You complimented him. He complimented you back. He said that the way that you attack the line of scrimmage and you sort of finish forward gives him confidence when he's calling runs. What does that mean to you? I know you're crediting the offensive line and all of that, but you are averaging over 5 yards a carry. It's not just them, Chuba.
No, it's definitely a big part. They're definitely a big part of it. I wouldn't be able to do without them, obviously. But obviously to have the trust of my coaches to get the job done, whether it's third and long, third and short, or second down to keep calling runs. It just makes me run even harder. So he knows that I have his back, and and vice versa.
Who on that O line, whether it's Hunt or Lewis or whoever, who can eat the most pierogi, do you think?
That's tough. I don't want to get anybody mad because they're probably gonna be like, "It was me. It was me." Hunt probably for sure. Icky's up there.
Vicky.
Corb. is gonna be they're gonna be top three. And then Damian and Timo, they'll probably be to the back a little bit, but I think Icky and Hunt will probably battle it out.
Was there a moment that you sort of looked at the line and said, they are really dominating, they are gelling, like this is going to be great?
Yeah, I mean, from the jump, obviously, we've seen great things, big holes to run through is it's really easy to see that. But just from this past game, certain runs where you see guys getting thrown out the club right in front of you,
Hmm.
it kind of shows you that you got the right guys blocking for you. So it was multiple examples where those guys were like manhandling people, and as a running back, that's a gift from God. So.
I talked to Luke Kuechly earlier this week about the switch at quarterback. Never easy to have to make the decision, and then, there's some rhythm to get into, but it worked. Like
Mhm.
it really worked. Can you sort of, in your words, and Luke explained it to me in his, Hall of Fame and brainy mind, from being out there on the field, what did having out there bring to this team? Because I really feel like everybody took it to a different level.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing every single week we just been trying to buy into the process. That's one thing Coach Canales has just been saying, like, trust the process, trust the process. It may not happen week one, week two, but or week three or week four, but it'll show up eventually. And that's just something that we just told ourselves to just buy into. And it happened last week. Regardless of the QB situation, I think it was just like, look, we don't want to go 0-3. We need to take it to another level. And these are the things that we have to do, and that's what we did. And then this week, another set of challenges, and we got the same mindset. So
Who's the vocal leader?
we got a lot. I mean, I'll be honest, everyone kind of knows I'll be yelling and stuff a lot of the time. I'm
What are you
passionate.
saying?
I'm a passionate player, so I live on the football field. Like this is what I do. So I'm definitely a little more vocal than others, but we have a bunch of different leaders that lead in a bunch of different ways. I mean, from Thielen to
Mhm.
Andy to Bryce to everyone on the O line to Deontay leading by example, a bunch of different guys. So tight end room, Tommy, Ian. So we got a bunch of great leaders. Hence why we had a great week last week.
It is, and I wanted to continue. Do you think this might be the beginning of a bit of a run? Does it feel that way this week?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like I said, just buying into the process. Obviously, last week was great. We can hold our heads high on that, obviously, but one thing we pride ourselves on is just going 1-0 in every week. So last week was great, but we have another great team to go against this week. So we're trying to build off it and keep it rolling.
You mentioned Adam Thielen. The IR thing, I don't like it. I don't, he's going to miss at least a month. Who is stepping up to fill that role?
Yeah, I mean, Thielen's a great guy. It hurt to see him go down, obviously, but to sell out for the team for a touchdown, we were joking about it. I was like, "Hey, you lucky kid with that catch," but nah. But he's a great guy, and he'll be back soon. Obviously, we got some younger guys, and X, and then also Mingo coming up. We just brought Croker up too, so a lot of young guys are gonna have to make plays and just take a next step and they're going to do that, especially X.
I don't know how to say this. I have it on very good authority that you are being worried about in this game on Sunday. You are career game, Cincinnati at home, their run defense has been struggling. You are a concern for that fan base, that defense, all those guys right there. What stands out to you as you prepare for this matchup, as you're watching the tape, as you're going through your stuff?
Honestly, they got a great team. That's one thing. I've watched Cincinnati for a while, especially at a younger age, and the culture they built there is special. They got a great defense. One thing I respect is that they all play with a certain type of energy, every single player, and that's a challenge that I'm ready for. I think we're all ready for. So it's going to be a good game.
I mean, you're saying they're a good team, and they are, but they're also allowing over 140 rush yards a game, seventh worst in the league. They're allowing 175 receiving yards a game. That's fourth best in the league. So I hate to say this to you, coming off a career game, I don't want to like overhype you, but I'm expecting a receiving and a rushing touchdown from Chubba Hubbard.
I mean, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I expect the best for myself too. So I'll expect the same. I'll expect the same.
Yeah, we're just going to manifest it. We're going to get this going.
Thanks.
Talking about you and the Charlotte FC midfielder who recently teamed up for this incredible cause with Coca-Cola Consolidated. I want to make sure to shout this out because people like to harp on the bad or what's not working. You're coming off a win, but you're also winning in the community. And the Panthers love those kind of players. It's setting the culture that I know Canales wants, that the Teppers want. Beds for Kids looked very cool. Were you actually building furniture?
I was. I know it at times it looked like I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was building furniture. We were moving furniture. We built like a little bed frame and stuff like that. A big thing for me is obviously on my off days, to be honest, all I do is football, but anytime I can, give back to the community, whether it's doing something as small as that, I know it goes a long way, so I'll be the first to do it.
Chuba, I can't have you. This Bengal squad cannot not win a game. You gotta, can you take it like a little easy on them? Just the efficiency, just to like maybe dial it down a little bit, no?
No, I mean they're a great team. I don't think their record reflects them at all, but definitely going to be going all the way,
Oh,
giving my
I
all.
know.
So,
I wish
um,
you luck. I want a receiving and a rushing touchdown. And if it happens, I want you to think of me.
all right, sounds good. I appreciate you.
Thanks for joining me. Stay safe.